but we're picking the 5 albums. If you can only listen to 5 albums for the rest of your life, you got to pick 5. No more, no less. Dave didn't do his list, so Dave and Nick are here to judge us. Literally just talk shit on every pick.
Hell yeah.
Me, Kenny, and Dante have some lists put out. I have a long list of honorable mentions. And honestly, I don't think there's going to be a lot of carryover here between the picks.
Nah.
We're such fucking weird, different people. Kenny, why don't you start first? Give me one of your, it's not in any particular order. So you got 5 albums for the rest of your life. Start with number 1.
Order?
Not in any particular, you can go in order if you want to.
So the preface to mine is that it's an impossible question. It just truly is an impossible question.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started typing this out, 1,000 records came to mind. Did I really pick which ones I liked better? No, I just wrote down the 5 that came out to my mind first. Number 1, Metallica, Master of Puppets.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great fucking record.
It's their best record. It's the first one you can hear the bass. It's incredible. It's one of those records that stands the test of time every bit, and then every time you see them play live, even though they're 60, they play it faster. It's fucking nuts.
I can't believe you didn't pick Death Magnetic.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, no, I did. I put Death Magnetic up on my Instagram story a couple weeks ago, and my sister-in-law texted me and was like, "You picked the shittiest Metallica album, you fucking jerk off."
My favorite's And Justice for All, I think, is my favorite Metallica.
It's an absolutely incredible record. It's like, how do you pick between the two? If I had to pick between the two, probably Master.
Yeah, it's got more staying power, I think.
Yeah. And Justice is just a little bit more garage rock raw.
Exactly. Re-listen to Build. I didn't think he was a Metallica guy, though.
Oh, Kenny's a big Metallica guy.
Oh, God. Okay. I come from metal and punk rock growing up. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I'll go next. Once again, no particular order here. My number 1 pick would have been a Bruce album, but that is not allowed in the context of this draft. And just by the way, Dante, if I was picking, I was not picking Darkness, I picked Born to Run. It's the most re-listenable, but that's not here nor there. My number 1 pick is a Kanye West album. I picked Graduation. Graduation. I think it's Kanye's best work. I think it's the most re-listenable album that he does have. And I don't know, there's just a certain level of nostalgia, and I think it has probably 4 of his best songs on it. So my first pick is Graduation by Kanye West. Any shit to be talked here?
You're first for the anti-Semite.
Yo, fuck you, dude. We just talked about this.
I know. I'm glad we did, because I also have a Kanye one on my
list. Still fuck Kanye. But we're talking about the music.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Just amazing work. I love the album versions of the songs that are extended. Vinyl is fucking work of art. It's just great to throw on with multiple discs and just let it play out. Great album.
Damn, the haters are going to be like, wow, 2 of the top 3 picks for Kanye picks. This is not a good look.
Don't show this to the Rolling Stone readers.
Don't show this to Andy Brasco.
Yeah.
Dave, any notes so far?
I think that you can consider, I would say for the Kanye albums, that's such a toss-up between the two to me. Gun to Head, I would go with Twisted Fantasy, but I think I would be on the minority on that, as if you put it up to a vote, like Family Feud style or something.
Right.
That said, I think Master of Puppets is maybe a top 10 album ever.
I agree with that.
Era aside, I can't get rid of that album. I can't personally.
All right. Dave, those are actually really good notes. I appreciate that. Kenny, go with your second one.
Second record. I know we said no live records. I do have one.
No, you can do one live record.
Neil Young live at Massey Hall in 1971.
Oh, that's a great pick.
That's you're sitting on the beach, you're listening to that. You're anywhere. You're in a car. You're in a fucking U-Haul driving across state lines, and you're listening to live at Massey Hall, and you can hear just how fucking annoyingly bad his voice is, and it's so. The songs are so good, and it doesn't work with a different voice, and it's just him by himself. Sitting on stage telling stories. That worked at my ranch. He came with the ranch when I bought it, and I wrote this song about him. He starts playing Old Man. It's fucking epic.
Yeah.
Kenny, that's a really good pick.
I need to
do know
pull
what
it
I'm
up.
talking about, you know what I mean?
Is it on Spotify?
It is. I think it is.
I remember he took all his stuff down. I don't know if it was back.
Oh yeah, I forgot he took his shit off Spotify.
It's not there.
I think it's it's not. Damn.
Obviously,
You're gonna have to go to
have the
Amazon.
vinyl too, and when you put the vinyl, like fuck off. You know.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go with a live album too. We're gonna go with live albums. I'll go with my live album pick. It was the first vinyl I ever got from my dad. I took it out of his. My dad had like pink milk crates full of records, and it's Bob Seger Live Bullet 1975 live from Detroit. Is one of my all-time favorite records. It's the record that Turn the Page, the famous version of Turn the Page is on. Catmandu's on there. That's my favorite live album of all time. It was either that or the Allman Brothers live at Fillmore East, which is also a great live record. But Bob Seger Live Bullet, it's my replacement for a Springsteen album. So I went Seger instead. But Seger Live Bullet is one of the greatest live albums of all time. And that is one of my most re-listenable ones as well. Kenny, what's your opinion on Bob Seger?
Love Bob Seger. I don't know a whole lot of the deep cuts and B-sides, but the hits, man, always on my playlist.
I mean, Seger, I think, is an underrated.
Right?
What'd you say?
Night Moves, right?
Night Moves.
Yeah,
Night Moves, Main Street,
Yeah,
Hollywood
Rock.
Nights,
Hollywood
Like a Rock.
Oh, that's Joe Cocker actually. Sorry, I got him confused.
No,
That's
like-
love Joe
I
Cocker.
do think he is underrated. Everybody
Seger?
knows he's great, but at the same time,
he is.
he's not really talked about as an all-time great.
I think
He
you
also-
put Seger in the same category as Tom Petty and Bruce Springsteen. I think they run hand in hand as far as like great
I
American songwriters.
I absolutely agree.
I like him more than them.
My buddy worked on his house in Michigan. Said he's like the nicest guy in the world too.
I actually have a story about my buddy telling me that Bob Seger butters his donuts, and that will always
Jesus.
that'll always give me a soft spot for the fact that Bob Seger's still alive.
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
Yeah, he butters his donuts. So shout out to Bob Seger. Shout out to Michigan. Dante, go with your second pick.
Not going with a live album here, but a incredible album nonetheless. Sorry, I'm just pulling up my ways. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
There you
Classic.
go. Now you can have a girl over.
Did you just find that when that skateboarding dude put it on his TikTok? Is that when you just cover the album?
No, my mom used to play that front to back over and over and over and over when I was a little kid growing up.
I mean, that's an all-time fucking album. Me and Robbie did a whole breakdown of that album. The story behind it's incredible. It's one of the best put together records of all time. That's a great goddamn pick, Dante. Dave, any notes on that?
It's maybe a top 3 or 5 album for me personally all time. I might fire it up to fall asleep tonight.
There you go. Nick, any thoughts on Rumors?
I don't, but I was gonna say my favorite Kanye album from earlier is 808 and Heartbreaks. I like that.
I love
one.
808. I think 808 is incredibly underrated.
Me too. That's way up there.
Yeah, but I
was
like
like-
the Fleetwood Mac choice because you're gonna have millennial women over sometimes, and they need something to listen to
Dude,
make them feel like they're a witch, you know.
my buddy made 808 and Heartbreaks, and to watch him go from poor pajamas to owning apartment complexes.
Who was it?
Jeff Basker.
You know Jeff Basker?
It's a long story. My mentor, Jimmy Messer, who did all the like Kelly Clarkson, Enrique
Oh
Iglesias
yeah,
shit, his best friend in college was a guy named Jeff Reed, who was around all the time. Jeff Reed's best friend was Jeff Basker, so he was around our studio all the time, and we were just like, oh shit, you just came out with Love Lockdown. Oh, sick. He did the first fun record,
Yeah.
some other shit, like crazy shit.
he's a Berkeley guy, right?
yeah. He's and
Yeah,
Jeff
he's the-
Basker.
he still
He
wears
used to run with Lettuce. He was in Lettuce like that.
era. Still wears.
Yeah, Jeff Basker did a bunch of Taylor Swift shit too, I think. He's
Yeah.
he's done everything. I didn't know you knew Jeff Basker.
Yeah.
Wow. You got
He did
cooler,
Harry
my
Styles too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Harry Styles.
What did you do wrong that you're sitting here with us? Jeff Basker's hanging out with Harry Styles.
Yo, don't know how to make beats like fucking Jeff Basker, dude. I used to watch him do it, and you're just like, the way you hear that shit in your head is insane. Same with Ricky Reed, who does all those
Yep.
Lizard records. I toured with that guy. He's a buddy, and I watch him work. You're like, fuck, man. I can't play basketball like MJ. I can't play basketball at all, but you know.
We should, when we come to LA, we should get in the studio with one of those guys if we can get them, and just to see what they do.
0% chance.
Look, there's been a lot of people I thought there was 0% chance on that seem to be like actually coming to fruition. So nothing's
30 minutes of their time, but giving us a day in their studios, fucking a different.
30 minutes works.
Yo, give me 30.
Yeah, give me 30.
That'll be
Kenny,
$7,000.
yeah, at least, bro. Kenny, give me your third pick.
Third one was a little bit wonky because for a minute there I had a record that was too similar to the second one. So I have two. I was going to say Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Deja Vu, but I just said Neil Young, so I changed it just now to Outkast, AT-Aliens.
Nice.
Great record.
That's a good call.
Yeah, that's South got something to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd go Stankonia over AT-Aliens, but I respect the pick.
That's
Not for me. I'm an AT-Aliens guy.
Yeah, you got to be old.
Not that my pick matters because it's your 5 albums that you're listening to, but dude, I recently went on a huge Outkast kick. They are so fucking underrated still somehow. I don't know how it's possible.
I got to see, I've told this story. I got to see them play one time. It was like their first show back after however many millions of years at a festival, Osheaga, outside of Montreal. And they opened up with Bombs Over Baghdad, just straight away, just house lights go off, Bombs Over Baghdad. The place fucking erupts. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, they're somehow underrated, and I know how that's fucking possible because those two guys are just incredible.
Geniuses.
My third pick is, I don't think anybody's gonna take this, but it's an artist who, because I needed something soul related, and neo soul happens to be like right up my fucking alley. I went Voodoo. I went Voodoo by D'Angelo. I think one of the most groundbreaking records. The band playing on that was all the Soulquarian area guys, like fucking Questlove on drums, Untitled's on that.
Voodoo Daddy.
No, just Voodoo by D'Angelo. D'Angelo is a fucking genius. Chicken Grease, Left to Right, Voodoo, fucking. I mean, it's just a perfect record in my opinion. So I was gonna go that or Brown Sugar. I went Voodoo. Dave, do you know what I'm talking about?
A little bit.
Go down a D'Angelo rabbit hole.
No, I know who he is.
But I'm saying, like, go into that record deep. Actually,
I couldn't tell you like his discography or anything, but I'm sure I would. I mean, I don't have like an emotional connection to his music, but every time I hear his music, I'm like, this guy's fucking awesome. You know?
Nick, your reaction seemed like you're a D'Angelo guy.
I fucking love D'Angelo. He's like one of my favorite artists ever. Also, that Black Messiah record he did like 2014. I got to see that band live with Chris Daddy Dave on drums and Pino on. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
Guitar player in that is a friend of the podcast, Isaiah Sharkey, who's come on here before.
I did a gig with him last month.
Sharky's the best, dude.
Yeah, animal, man. He's an animal.
He's from Chicago. Yeah. I played with him. I played with him here in Denver. We did a Prince tribute.
Oh, nice.
It was.
He's someone who could do Prince justice.
Yeah, he murdered it. Yeah, it was awesome.
Dude, he's a freak guitar.
Live video kick. Fuck.
Best of all time. He's in Mayer's band. Did you know he's in Mayer's band right now?
Yeah.
He's going to John Mayer.
Kenny, did you watch that? What are you saying?
Kenny, do you know who we're talking about?
No.
Isaiah
Sharkey.
Check him out. He's got his own solo shit, but he tours with John Mayer. Dude is an alien. He's
the best guitar player out there, I think, right now.
He's an alien, man.
That's a strong opinion.
I mean, dude, he plays with John Mayer, D'Angelo. Like he's like.
I'm sure he's great.
All right, I'll say this: he's the best guitar player I've ever played with. I don't know about that. I haven't played with. All right.
The story about how
that's a good compliment.
The story about how he got found while touring with a Christian gospel band in a fucking like guitar shop in Richmond, Virginia, and the fat version of D'Angelo walked in, and Sharky was like, "Are you D'Angelo?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, you're in my band now." So that's how it happened. Dante, your third pick.
Got two that I'm going to use both, but I'm debating.
Better not be Taylor Swift.
Now, first, I think. All right, I'm going to go Oasis. What's the story? Morning Glory.
Ooh,
great record. Great record. I debated that one.
Yeah,
one of my favorite. Just instantly transports me back to being a kid and falling in love with music and a band that I liked that my parents didn't like, and
Yeah.
You know,
Oasis was so punk rock.
they're fucking awesome, man. So
I
that's my
that is a like I was gonna say Standing on the Shoulder of Giants album because that's a fucking Oasis album, but it's just such a landmark fucking record, dude. It's so good. It's so ignorant and so trebly and so in your face.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. That's
perfect.
Did you know they made that album and wrote it from scratch in 2 weeks?
I did know that. It's Melancholy in the Infinite It's a perfect record.
Yeah. I mean, shouts out Billy Corgan for the 8 millionth time.
Well, I had some.
you know, that album just turned 20, I think. They just did a anniversary concert here in Chicago, Florida. I missed it.
Have we all seen the video of old Korg eating chips on stage?
Oh my fucking god, dude!
Yo, don't make me like him.
It is relit the fire of me wanting Billy Corgan on this podcast.
I gotta get some snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, you say old Korg?
Old Korg, dude.
Yeah.
Nick, are you familiar with our rivalry with Billy Corgan that he doesn't really know about?
No, but that sounds awesome because he is a weirdo.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
We've
I
just
do like that record though. I like some of his tunes, but he is weird. My friend's their light guy right now, actually.
Really?
Yeah, Luke. But he said he's pretty cool to work for, though. He's not. I don't think he's as weird.
Where is this clip, and why didn't we troll him with it?
We did. I tweeted at him.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
I screamed, Billy.
Where I saw it first.
I said, Billy, come on the podcast. We'll eat chips.
Yo, is this
and wear tunics?
What started your beef with Billy Corgan?
Just the fact that every person who's ever come on this podcast has a really bad Billy Corgan story.
And he started shit with Dave in person.
Yeah,
Dave, man. Well, fuck him, man. I'm on Dave's side.
And Kenny's side. Kenny's actually the one who reignited it. Here we
go.
You
know what? Thinking about how viral that.
That being said, though, that album he made, what's it called? That is an amazing album. That Smashing Pumpkins album.
Billy, come on the podcast. We'll feed you chips.
That's incredible.
Dude,
we will get him on soon. I'll swear to God,
Billy.
though,
I'll feed Billy Corgan like a fucking baby bird, dude. I'll chew up as many Frito-Lay chips and spit in his mouth.
With how that viral that John Cusack thing went, if there was cameras on me for the Billy Corgan thing, it would have been the exact same thing. That's how awkward of a fucking encounter it was.
Oh man. All right. So somehow we got Billy Corgan
stomped out.
Isn't he trying to do like a pro wrestling thing too?
Yeah.
Shit with AEW or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my god, we should fucking wrestle Billy Corgan.
I don't think he wrestles. I think he just
Kane was in the office today. Did you guys follow wrestling?
Yeah.
No.
Kane was in the office today. I met him.
You said what's up to Kane?
Yeah, he's a monster of a human. Super, super nice guy.
Is he like a congressman?
Kentucky town or something now. Yeah.
That's right.
He's in politics.
The mayor, isn't he?
Yeah.
Imagine having to go to like a policy debate against Kane, and then all of a sudden he just lifts his hands up and like fucking turnbuckles, shoots out pyrotechnics. I'd be down for that. Kenny, what's your fourth pick?
Biggie Smalls, Ready to Die.
There we go. I was waiting on some. Yo, you got two hip hop. Never mind. Yeah.
That honestly might be my number one of all time. I think that could be number one.
Yeah, I mean that's just such a fucking flawless record, dude.
Kenny, did you know if you look in the mirror and say Biggie Smalls 3 times?
Yeah, he comes behind you. Yeah. I've done it before. He's sick.
Do it right now, and it'll come on the podcast.
Right, Biggie.
Would that be the number one dead person you'd want to bring on the podcast?
Oh man,
probably. I don't know. That's another too big of a question to go down.
We'll have to think about that. If we can like resurrect, I still want to get a spiritual medium on the podcast and contact dead rock stars.
Dude, they're everywhere out here. They're on like every fucking corner of those.
Let's get one and let's bring back Nick from Dreamers and let's do it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I want to get a real. Yeah, I want to go to LA and do that because I'm sure they're fucking everywhere out there.
Just say let's bring back Nick Carter.
No.
Nick Dreamers.
R.I.P. to my big dog Aaron Carter. R.I.P.
Yeah.
To the realest one.
Yeah.
Beat Shaq in basketball. Yeah. Oh, dude, what was that thing you sent in the group today? Was that not you guys?
I don't think so.
About Aaron Carter?
Wait, what?
The thing about Aaron Carter, I think it was in our group chat.
Oh yeah. Don't.
I'm not talking about that. No. Yeah, I don't. I thought in the group it said we need to talk about this, but we won't talk about it.
What happens in the group chat stays in the group chat. That's a rule.
In this scenario, yes.
In all scenarios.
My fourth pick is an oddly specific one. I picked Southeastern by Jason Isbell. Last record to make me cry. It's a great Americana record. Probably, in my opinion, the best singer-songwriter out right now. Jason Isbell. It's fucking amazing record. Cover Me Up's on that record. Flying Over Water. Elephant. Top to bottom, just a great fucking record. And I needed something country-esque. Southeastern by Jason Isbell is my fourth pick. I don't think I'm going to get any support on that, but I'm all right. Dante, your fourth pick.
Kenny took Ready to Die from me, so I am going to go along those same lines. Tom Petty, Wildflowers.
Ooh, it's a great goddamn record.
Joking about along the same lines, obviously, but yeah.
Petty, because they're both dead.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that, but yeah, that plays.
Do you know who produced that record, Dante?
Yeah, Jimmy.
No.
Oh,
that's a Rick Rubin album.
Oh, that's why it's so like sparse and simple.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, Wildflowers is a Rick Rubin record.
I thought Iovine did some of the tracks on it.
Jimmy Iovine did his first 3 records. He did Dan the Torpedoes, he did Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and he did the record after that, the one with I Won't Back Down. And then he went to like mid-career crisis, went to Rick Rubin, and they did You Don't Know How It Feels, and they did the rest of that record.
Oh.
Amazing.
He's the GOAT. That's a great record. Damn the Torpedoes is my favorite Tom Petty record, but I would say Wildflowers is just a fucking game changer and hit after hit after hit on that fucking record. So good. Nick, do you have a specific Tom Petty record you like the most?
No, but I like this era of Tom Petty when he was kind of it was kind of a weird era. They were like kind of putting the chorus first in a lot of songs, and Tom Petty was doing that on this record. I like that. He got right to the point. It was simple. So I'd probably pick this as my favorite Tom Petty album. I'm not like the biggest Tom Petty guy, so it has the most hits. So
I'm a huge Petty guy. I fucking love Petty. Kenny, your fifth. This is our fifth pick. It's the final pick, and then we'll go through honorable mentions.
36 Chambers.
Damn it! That was gonna be my last one.
I mean, that one and Ready to Die, it's like interchangeably my number ones, hands down, fucking game changers.
I mean, nothing ever sounded like that before. Nothing has ever sounded like it since.
No, a special moment in time.
right.
36 fucking Chambers, dude. Shouts out to the RZA, the Jizza, Old Dirty Bastard, Suspected Deck, Raekwon, the Chef, Ghostface Killer, You Got, and the Method Man. Great pick. My last pick, I'm going the same era of hip hop. I'm going Illmatic. 17-year-old Nas. It's just, that's the most replayable rap album in history to me. I know every goddamn word. It was between that and Black Star, but I feel like I've already gone kind of niche in this with the Isbell pick, and I was like, I gotta get something that everybody will know. Illmatic is so fucking special, and it's one of those records that cursed Nas for the rest of his career because no matter what he did after it, you can never top it.
Right.
It's just so fucking good. It's DJ Premier and Q-Tip going song for song. Like, you can't. What are you gonna do with that? It's fucking incredible, dude. Illmatic by Nas is my last pick. Dante, your last pick.
Fucking Kenny again. I don't want to ride his coats. Not 36 Chambers, but I was gonna go Wu-Tang Forever, just because it was double album. Fucking the buzz around that album was like nothing I ever fucking saw at that age. I just felt like such a badass. Like I was breaking the law buying it, and hiding it from my mom and shit. And it was awesome. But no, I'm actually gonna go with Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction.
Respect.
Nice.
That was almost on my list. Yeah, that was up there.
Fucking really got me into rock and roll, like hard rock and roll at the time. Again, just made me feel like fucking badass, and I always was like, oh, I can't wait to get my license and drive. listening to this on full blast in my car, so I never get to listen to it in my mom's car. But obviously, when I turned 16, I was a wannabe gangbanger, East Coast gangster rap aficionado. So I just pump bad boy shit, not
Same.
Dave, throw some of your picks out there.
We were talking about it earlier. Sublime would have been on there. Self-titled. Fucking Rumors. I love that album. And then I love Gulf Coast Highway by Eric Lindell. I know you guys don't like him or know him, but he's like my favorite fucking artist ever. We didn't talk any Foo Fighters albums early. I don't know about rap albums that I like would die without, but Marshall Mathers LP.
Great one. Great one.
I mean, I have
off the top of my head.
I like I knew Sublime was going to be a pick for you. I had no doubt. Nick, do you have any that you would put on your list?
Actually,
Yeah.
this might be up there with Slightly Stupid.
Ooh. Nick, go ahead and throw some of yours out there.
I have a couple. I can't believe no one put a Stevie Wonder record on there. My Stevie Wonder choice would either be, my favorite is Intervisions, but Songs in the Key of Life has way more songs, right? So I think I'm going to go with Songs in the Key of Life since I can only have 5 albums for the rest of my life. So you have a bigger selection.
Right.
Because Intervisions only has like 8 tracks on it, but they're all genius. Also, I was going to throw Earth, Wind, and Fire on there.
Ooh.
Because they're my.
Sorry.
What? Go ahead.
No, go. I was thinking out loud. Throw Bruised Orange on there for me too by John Prine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good call. Good call.
I thought
John
you were gonna say
Prine's
Bruce
the man.
Hornsby. We love Bruce Hornsby.
Yeah.
First off, from your 2 picks, I definitely know you were in a horn section because you picked Stevie and you picked Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah. What else you got?
Okay, how about Huey Lewis and the New Sports?
You love
Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Cocaine-fueled bands.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, just kidding. I like jazz. I'm gonna go with my favorite sax player ever is this guy from Chicago named Eddie Harris. He died in the 80s, so I'm gonna throw just one of his records on there. It doesn't matter. I don't know about my 5th one. I'm gonna have to go. I need to hit some hip hop on there, don't I?
Yeah.
How about Snoop Dogg Doggy Style?
Great pick.
It's a good call.
Very re-listenable album.
I think that's part of the thing with this draft too, is the fact that it's got to be something you can listen to forever.
Yeah, that's
like
what
forever.
I was thinking of. That's why I picked the one Stevie. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg just got a deal for a biopic.
Really?
He's getting like his own like Straight Outta Compton, Ray, Walk the Line kind of a movie. I'd watch the shit out of that. He had a very interesting life.
You know what's wild about him?
He's 60.
He's only like 50.
I know, but he's been so culturally relevant since like 93.
Dude, he's like, I would say one of the most recognizable faces on the entire planet.
Absolutely.
And voices.
Voices, yeah, 100%.
I'll listen to that guy narrate anything.
Dude, the wildlife documentaries of Snoop Dogg narrating like Planet Earth are some of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire
I gotta
life.
watch those. Yeah.
I mean, so it's between like him, Shaquille O'Neal, and like The Rock, probably for like the most recognizable people on Earth.
I honestly would say that Donald's on that list for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Is.
He's also on the list for most punchable face. He just has a punchable ass face.
Well, he's pretty famous. He was president of the United States. You know,
that does tend to. Yeah, do we take presidents out? Because I mean, Barry Obama too was probably up there as well.
Presidents probably should. Did I pick 5? I think that's 5. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Stevie Wonder. Yeah, I think.
What Miles Davis album would you pick?
Oh, that's tough, man. I mean, you kind of got to go Kind of Blue. That's his most famous. Yeah. That's the highest selling jazz record of all time, still. Actually, you know,
really,
it still sells like I don't remember the number, but even a couple years ago, it was doing like 1 million copies a year.
That's the best.
But I don't know. I'd probably go with a Coltrane record too.
That's the best Walking in the Snow record. Like,
yeah, it's the tempos are perfect for it.
Yeah, Blue and Green is like one of the best. Like, I'm sadly walking around thinking about life records.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the 5 picks. I don't know. I think Kenny. I think you probably had the best list. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
All right. Good.
I think I agree. Actually.
See?
Good to know that Kenny knows that he had the best. Dave, you're so tucked in. You're adorable right now.
Oh, I'm ready to go, man. As soon as you say peace, I am lights out, thrown on Netflix.
All right. Well, we're about to wrap this up anyway. That was our picks for the 5 records that you listen to for the rest of your life and nothing else.